Ella, and today I'm going to be doing a advice for incoming freshman video coming from an incoming sophomore, class of 2028. So if you're class of 2029, comment down below, and let's get into the video. So I have compiled a list right here of everything that I'm going to talk about, basically. Everything from grades, dating, extracurriculars, friends, social life, parties, and just miscellaneous things that are like kind of random. So we're going to start off with grades. So I first cannot emphasize this enough. Your grades do matter freshman year. I actually heard that colleges look at your freshman year grades. Well, apart from like your first semester senior grades, colleges look, also don't mind my hands, self-tan, and they look a little musty, so don't mind it, ignore my hands. But like I was saying, colleges, they look at your freshman year transcript and also like your junior year one mostly, and your first semester senior year as well. So your grades in freshman year do matter. Also, it's the easiest year. You have the easiest classes, so take advantage of that. Don't slack off, because also when you slack off, it's going to be a lot more difficult to catch up. Like if you have like a 2.0 GPA freshman year and say you try locking in your junior year, that's going to come bite you back in the butt, because it's when it comes time for college apps, because it's going to be really hard, to catch up. So my biggest advice is to work hard your freshman year. Obviously, don't overwork yourself and don't stress yourself out that much, because it's freshman year. You want to have fun. Like I had a 4.0 GPA my freshman year, which I'm going to continue to get, but I put a lot of stress on myself. So just study, work hard, and just, care about your grades, because that'll help pave the way. When you have good study habits and good work ethic your freshman year, that'll help you a lot in the long run in 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, especially when it comes time for college apps. So definitely your grades do matter. My next part of advice is dating. Now, with dating, you can date your freshman year, but don't be alarmed or don't be discouraged if the relationship does not last, because it probably will not. Most high school relationships do not last. It probably will last 2 weeks and then you'll be done. But that's okay. Don't try and really, if you want to date, sure, but they probably will not last a relationship. And also, boys are very immature at this age. They're not very like a ladies' man. I can't speak for every single boy, but most boys that I've seen, it's not a call to any boys in my grade, but this is just, it's not like mean or anything, but they are obviously still growing. They're still going through puberty. They're not going to be the most mature people ever. But just know that it's okay if you don't find your man, like the man of your dreams freshman year, because there are other opportunities in life to date. And to remember that high school is just 4 years of your life. You still have college and the job world and just your life in general, where you can find the man of your dreams, or we still have plenty of time to date. You don't have to rush it super quick. And on that same note, don't get pregnant. That is something I cannot emphasize enough. Don't get pregnant your freshman year. Also, I wouldn't recommend doing it your freshman year. If you know, you know. And if you do plan on doing it, use protection, and if you can, birth control. This is getting a little political, but just don't get pregnant and don't do it your freshman year. Don't rush. You're still so young. You have plenty of opportunities in life to do that and to have kids. Enjoy your freshman year. Because trust me, when you have kids, it's a big responsibility, and you're still a kid yourself. So don't do that. Don't rush super quickly to start having kids. Stop popping out kids. Don't do that. Sorry if that got a little TMI right there, but this is something that I have to emphasize, because some people also, if you can hear like trucks, they're doing like road work or something, so don't mind that. Like I was saying, like I just feel like kids, they tend to rush things. They want to grow up super fast, and they just like forget to enjoy their childhood because they're so focused on getting older. Like, please just enjoy your 9th grade year. But anyway, my next topic is extracurriculars. Join clubs. Join as many as possible. Now, obviously, my recommendation is for freshman year. So my freshman orientation, we had like a club activities fair that like had like all the clubs in the main gym, and basically there was like like a little info about each club. So you could sign up for clubs if you wanted to, and I signed up for like 5 clubs. I dropped them all within like the first month of school because I was super shy. I did not have any really thing in them. I really much regret dropping those clubs. I wish I kind of stayed in them and stuck to them, because that could really help could have helped me make friends, because I don't have any friends. I'm a loner right now, but which I will get actually into that in the next topic. But just join clubs. You don't have to join 50 clubs. Join a few and then drop a few if you're not really interested in some. But clubs are a great opportunity to make, because most clubs are already like a specific niche. So say like you join like art club. So saying you and some other girl or boy are talking, and you know, you guys both are already in that art club, meaning that you both already like art. So you already have something in common that you can talk about. Like, oh, hey, I like art. Hey, me too. What do you like to draw? What do you like to paint? Like, that, all that kind of stuff. So it becomes really easy then if, like, you just saw someone in the lunchroom and you decide to go sit next to them and you're like, oh, like you don't know if you have anything in common with them because you're just in the lunchroom eating lunch, you know? On the same note, go to like sporting events like football games, go to HOCO, go to fundraisers, go to dances, whatever, because that is pep rallies, because that is a really good way to socialize, to immerse yourself in school spirit, into your school spirit, and just to make friends in general. I went to one football game my freshman year, and I regret that. It was really fun though. I talked to a lot of people, and that was what I was nervous about, because I was nervous that no one would talk to me. That was just awkward because I had no friends. But I talked to a lot of people, and they weren't. I ended up letting them become my friends. No, but it was a good part of exposure therapy, which I'll get into that. But just go to as many of these events as possible, just because it'll really immerse yourself in your school spirit, and it'll help you make friends. It's a very good opportunity. And don't be one of those people who thinks it's corny or cringe to have school spirit or to like participate in spirit days, because it's not. It's fun, Don't be a negative Nancy or a Debbie Downer. It's fine. I love participating in school spirit days. I once showed up to school in a towel and goggles because it was like under the water. It was like out of water theme, like you just got out of the pool. And it was fun. I got a lot of compliments. I like that a lot. So call me corny all you want, but it's not corny to participate in spirit days. They're there for a reason, to have fun. Our next topic is for like friends and social life. So this is something I had a lot of trouble dealing with. Now, my freshman year, I was very good academically, and I plan to stay good academically. But my social life was like down in the dumps. I had no friends. I was very shy, and because all my friends, they went, because like there's 2 high schools in my district. They all went to the other high school. Like my friend group from middle school went to the other high school, and I was the only one. Well, besides me and some other guy that I knew, but I was the only one in my friend group that went to this high school. So just know that your friend group, if your friend group splits apart after middle school, that's okay. It's most likely going to happen where you're not going to have the same friends from middle school and high school. Now, if you do, that's great, that's awesome. But if you don't, that's also okay, because you'll have other opportunities to make new friends and to find new people, but just branch yourself out there. I never was the new person. Like, I never would introduce myself or anything like that, because I was so incredibly shy. So, and that's okay to be shy, But, part of, if you're really shy or antisocial like me, exposure therapy is a really good thing. Basically, it's literally just when, like, a therapist will send someone out into a public setting, and you'll just be standing out there. And it might be uncomfortable because if you're really shy, you might be uncomfortable being surrounded by a lot of people. But once you get used to that, it becomes way easier to be out in that public setting. So tying this to high school, say you're at lunch and you're really shy and you typically sit alone, but you scan the lunchroom for maybe a group of people that look approachable, that look kind, and you see one table with a group of girls or guys. So you decide, and you see an empty seat with no backpack, no lunchbox, so you decide to approach that table, and then you ask the table, hey, can I sit here? Is anyone sitting here? And they say, oh, no one's sitting here. So you do sit there. You sit down, you eat your lunch, and, maybe you spark up some conversation. You don't have to have a full-on debate about anything, but you just decide to talk about just try to talk a little bit, compliment someone's shirt, someone's hair color, someone's eyes, whatever. Just by doing that, you might not even become friends with the people. You might not even become friends with them at all. But by doing that, you are taking the first step. You are unlocking your inner potential, and you are becoming more outgoing. And then maybe the next day, you decide to go sit with that same group of people, and you talk to them too. And you never know, this could end in a friendship. But if it doesn't, then the next thing maybe you sit with another group of people, and that could end with a friend. And by repeatedly going to different tables and sitting with people, you'll find people who you like, and maybe you'll say like, hey, can I get your phone number? Can I get your Snapchat? Because I know that that's very popular. And it'll just help you branch out, and it'll become easier and easier to talk to people, to approach new people, even when it might be nerve-wracking. I really wish I did this when I was in 9th grade, but I'm gonna try doing it. One of my goals this year is to really just try and make friends, to keep my grades up, but also to try and branch out and, you know, make some new friends and even just talk to people, because that's part of exposure therapy. And exposure therapy is really good to branch out, to help you become more extroverted. I know I'm yapping a lot about friends, but on the same topic of friends, surround yourself with the right people. Surround yourself with people who you want to be like. You know, don't hang out with people who are going to be bad influences, who are going to influence you to do drugs or alcohol or anything like that, or smoke or whatever. Don't surround yourself with those people. Surround yourself with people who are good, who are funny, who are kind, who are smart, they care about their academics, they have a job maybe. Surround yourself with people who also have the same interests as you, with people who interests click, they click with you, like they'll click. That's what the thing of a click is, you'll click with them because you have similar interests. Like personally, I'm interested in theater, so I'm going to a theater camp next week. Let me know if you guys want a vlog of that, or get ready with me, which I will definitely do, but let me just know. But anyway, like I'm interested in theater and I'm going to go to a theater camp and I'm hoping to make friends. But because, the kids who are also going to be there, they're also interested in theater too because they're at the theater camp. So we already have something in common. So then we'll most likely click in that subject, in that field of interest, and maybe in other fields of interest too. So it's best, with things, like kind of like going back to earlier in the video, things that you're interested in. And like if you join a club, that's why clubs are very important, because you guys are both already in the same field of interest, in the same club, like for art or theater or whatever. So you already have that in common. So then you'll click way more easily than if you just were meeting at lunch for the first time. It's way easier. And another topic I have is parties. Now, personally, I've never been to a party because that's not really my thing. I don't really like parties. But I've heard things about them, and I can tell you right now, if you choose to go to a party, that's your decision. I'm not going to force you to not go to a party. You can choose whatever you want. But there will be a lot of peer pressure there. People will be influencing you to do, they might peer pressure you to do drugs or alcohol or smoke or do it, If you're not comfortable with doing that, say something. Stand up for yourself. Say no, because the word no really can add and have an impact on you, because it can really help you and save you in the long run. Your future self will think. Please don't get addicted to vapes or nicotine or weed or smoking or drinking at all, because that can really impact your life. It'll go on your record. If they catch you, you can go to jail potentially for underage smoking or drinking. Please don't. Just say no. Stand up for your boundaries. Stick to your boundaries, and just leave. House parties are not really worth it, because that's typically what you do at a house party. Please say no if you're not comfortable with any of that stuff, and you'll thank yourself. Your future self will thank you if, you'll thank yourself. Now I have just a miscellaneous tab, so I'm probably going to add a little bit more to this. But first off, wear deodorant. Please, I cannot emphasize this enough. Wear, because no one wants to smell you stinking, no one wants to smell you, especially after gym, especially if you're gym first period. I have gym in the morning, which but please wear deodorant. You don't want to be caught lacking at school. You don't want to be the person who stinks. And this is a optional thing, but perfume if you choose to, perfume is really good if you really want to smell a signature scent. I keep perfume in my bag. But please wear deodorant. Roll-on I think is the best because I think it lasts longer, but if you spray, roll, whatever. On the same topic, keep an essentials bag or an emergency pouch. This is mine, and I have some dryer sheets too, which if you want to see what's inside, both of these, and you want to see why I have dryer sheets, watch my What's in My Backpack video, 2025-2026, and you'll find out everything that's in here. Can I give an in-depth tour of what's in this? But having an essentials bag is very important because it has all of like your essentials. It has lotion, it has Q-tips for mascara, hair ties. Actually, I don't have hair ties in here. Let's put hair ties in here. Because I have a claw clip, so it doesn't really matter. Deodorant, perfume, gum. You can have money if you want. Lip gloss, lip chapstick, all of that. And it's very good to have one of these, especially if you have like a really cute bag. Like, I love this bag. Like, it's just like you're prepared for anything. Like, if you need to touch up your makeup or touch up like your hair, you have everything. I have dry shampoo in there too. Everything. You have everything. You have it on you. 10-4. And if you're a girl, I strongly recommend having like pads, tampons. Even if you like say like you're a tampon girly and like, you know, you just use tampons, still keep pads in your emergency kit in case like another girl like needs, like it's their time of the month and they need a pad and they're a pad girly. Be a girl's girl and please share with them, you know, help them out. Help a girl out. Another thing that I cannot emphasize enough is to just be nice to everyone, because you never know what someone is going through. Like, even if someone might be like picking on you, don't be mean back. Don't seek vengeance. This sounds very corny and cliche, but please just don't be mean back, because again, you don't know why they could be picking on you. They might be struggling at home or have some financial issues or something like that. So just offer them a helping hand and be like, hey, is everything okay, or whatever, you want to talk, or suggest that they go to a counselor or a teacher or someone like that who can help them. But just be kind to everyone and be the bigger person. That's what I always like to say. Be the bigger person. And another thing that I cannot emphasize enough, I know I've been saying this a lot, but I really cannot emphasize this enough. Be you. Don't change yourself for other people. Just be yourself. Be true to who you are. Because like I'm a pretty weird person, and I feel like that was like a reason I couldn't really make friends, is because I'm kind of weird, and you know, but it's okay to be unique. Don't change yourself to fit in with the popular girls or some other clique. Just be yourself, because you will find people. There are people at your school who are just like you and who would love to hang out with you and who think that you're perfect just the way you are. You know, you don't need to change yourself for God created you in his own image, so that you are beautiful and that you are unique, you're special, you're kind, you're loved, and that you don't need to change yourself for anyone. I know I said that a lot, but you don't need to change yourself for anyone else. Just be true to yourself. Be who you are. Advocate for yourself. And lastly, just have fun. Enjoy your freshman year. You know, do everything that I told you to do, really, if recommendations. But, you know, just have fun. Live it up. Go to football games. Go to HOCO. You know, and try hard in your classes, because it only gets harder from here. Like, I'm nervous for sophomore year, but I know that I have a pretty good work ethic, and I can do like a little study routine if you guys want, because I do love to study. But I'm kind of nervous because it only gets harder from here, guys. Especially when you get to chemistry and stuff, and then physics junior year. So just live it up, you know, have a fun time, really enjoy, bask in freshman year glory, and remember that no one cares about you. The seniors don't care. They're just trying to get through high school. They're just trying to graduate. They don't care. Trust me. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys had enjoyed this video, and for any incoming freshmen, I hope you took this advice and that you implement it into your freshman year life. I wish the best to every incoming freshman, incoming sophomore, incoming junior, incoming senior, mostly to the incoming freshman. I hope that my advice was good and that it really inspired you or really helped you feel a little less nervous for the first day of freshman year. And yeah, I just hope that all of you guys have an amazing day. Remember that God and Jesus, they both love you so much. And I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. But yeah, without further ado, hope you guys have an amazing day. Love you guys. Bye.